So, hi everyone. So, we are discussing about RBAC, role-based access control, and how to create users and how to create a role, and so what are the privileges? Okay. So, how we going to give privileges to the roles, and how we going to assign roles to the users? Okay. So, first we will see about uh, privileges again. So, we'll give revision. So I'm opening new worksheet. So here, okay. So privileges, okay. Privileges, okay. Then roles, okay. So users. So concept is so RBAC, role based access control. Okay. Then data marking policy. Going to discuss about today. So what are the privileges? Select, okay. Insert, then update, delete, delete. Okay. Select, insert, update, delete. Okay. Then usage. Okay. Then all. So these are privileges. Okay. So role, we have different roles. Okay. So manager role. Okay. Then list role. Then admin role. Okay. Admin role. Okay. Admin role. These are the roles. Admin role. Admin role, manager role, and end store. So we have different users. Admin, okay, and manager, and so then analyst. Okay, so maybe as for the requirement we're going to create the users. So these are the users. Okay, so I having the Snowflake account, right? So this is my Snowflake account. So, okay. So Madhu, DC user admin. So these are roles. Okay, so I am also one user. Okay, so I'm also one user. So in real time, so we have different users. Okay, I created this Snowflake account. That's why I'm the admin also. I'm the account admin. I can access anything from the entire Snowflake account. Okay, these are users. So first, what we will do. Okay, so these are the privileges. Select, insert, update, delete, usage, all. So first we will create roles. Okay, then we give these select, insert, update, delete, usage, all privilege to these roles. Okay, so it means on the we have databases, right? Databases, schemas, tables. Okay, so selecting on the database or inserting on the table. So update the table, delete the table. Okay, usage on the database. So all everything select, insert, update, delete, usage, everything. So these we give on the object. So on object we can perform these privileges. So for we have different database, different schemas, different tables. Okay, so we will give privileges to the roles. so they can access the database schemas and tables. Okay, so we create the role and we give privilege to the or permission to the this role. Okay, you can access for this so and so database, so and so schema, so and so table. The manager you can access like that. What you can access, you can accept you can access the one table employee table. So you can select the table and you can insert the table like that. Okay, send list out, you can see the every table from the database schema or any table entire the database. Okay, you can see the table only but you can't modify the data. So like that, we create role and we will give the permission to these roles. After that, so what we will do, we will assign these roles to the admin. Okay, this role is nothing but set of some work. Okay, that work I am assigning to the admin or manager or analyst or Madhu. Okay, like that. Okay, so now we're going to do the practical. Okay, so first what I'm doing, I'm creating a, I'm selecting database, select database. So use database raw. Okay, now we in the raw database public schema. When you use the database name, by default it will show the public here schema. Now we going to create schema RBAC. So role is the access control schema increase. Okay, so first what I'm doing, see here I'm creating one role. Okay, I'm creating the role. Create a role. So my role. Then I'm creating one more row. Create row, another row. So role is nothing but set of some work. Okay, I created the role. I'm creating one employee table. Create table place. Okay, then in the table I'm giving ID and int. So then after creating role, what I'm giving, I'm using the grant. Okay, select on a table, select on table. So employees. That's to role, my role, my role.
గ్రాంట్ యూసేజ్ అనుకుంటాను.
To role, my role. Okay. Okay, this is grant select and table implies to role, my role. Okay, next privileges. Grant select and table implies to role, another role. Not only select what I'm giving, insert and update. Grant insert. Okay, and I'm giving update also. Date on table. Okay, so comma we can give yes, even can give characters. Select insert update and table and even. So here my role work is brave. So my role work is so only selecting the table, but another role select, I can select and insert and update. So three they can do. Okay, select, insert, update. Okay, like that. So like that, we can create schema and so we can give this like we create schema So we can create one more schema. Okay, so we can give like schema. So then again, we can give grant permissions. Okay, so grant all on schema. So grant all schema. Okay, so schema name. So grant all schema to role or another role. So another role can do anything in that schema. Okay. Next, grant usage and grant usage and schema. Okay, new example schema to role. Okay, my role. It means they can use the data. Okay, so all means everything. They can modify also like that. So like that on the database also we need to give like this only. Okay, so now move to first we will create the users. Okay, how to create users? Create user. Okay, of my user, then creating a like password. So password, we need to give a password for this one. So always simple, we can create the user. Suppose run this user, my user only create, but how are you going to log in? So that's why, so we need to give password. Okay, create the user, my user. So password, my password. So like this, we need to create user, and then we create one more user. Create user. Okay. So another user. Okay, I'm giving my user. And I'm creating. So first I will assign. Okay, I created the user, right? Create. So I have, and I created one my user. Then I need to assign the role to him. Okay. So how to assign the role using grant only. Grant role, my role to user, my user. It means so what are the work of this my role? So selecting a table implies, okay, and grant initial schema, new example schema. So these are the work of my role. So this user can do that work. So that work. So again, I'm creating one more create user. Okay, the user. So the user and password. My password. Okay. So password and password. So here I'm using grant, okay, grant role, another role, user, okay, another user. So like this, we need to assign the work to the users. So this is the how to create roles and how to give privileges to the roles and how to create users and how to assign the work, how to assign roles to the users. Okay. Role is nothing but set of work. So now what I'm doing, okay, I'm going to, I need to log in, right? I created my user and my password. So how to log in that users, okay? Sign out, okay, to my user and okay, my password. Okay. Now we can see again, okay, select SQL file. Okay, so everything due to this user. Okay, we don't have anything here. Okay, warehouse to database. Okay, my role. Okay, choose warehouse. Okay, so choose database. Okay, Snowflake. These are okay. So okay. So this is how to we can log in. So databases. Okay. So here we can able to find the raw database. I don't- So SQL component object does not exist. Operation cannot be performed. Why? So why? Because of in that account we given only on the table, right? So we have not given on the database. So when we are assigning the role to user, before that we have not given any privileges on the raw database. So what we will do? Go to back and again open this and login. Open this worksheet. So then select and table we given. Okay. So next I need to give so grant select from database. So raw role my role. Now okay, grant all on database raw data. So role to role my role. Okay. So now sign out. Again log into the account. Okay. So my use okay, and sign in. My so I go to here. Okay. Now we run this. Now raw database we can see. So inside raw database we have new example schema. Okay, now and so schemas. So we have only information schema, new example schema, but we are unable to see the other schemas. So we have RBAC schema, right? So now what we will do? So again sign out. Okay. So try to do different methods. Okay. So first to give the access database. Okay. So only giving grant. Okay. Grant all on database raw data. It's not showing the all schemas. It's showing only the new example schema. Why it's showing new example schema? So here given right grant all on schema, new example schema, two rows, another row, and grant usage and new example schema, two row, my role. We given usage right. So that's why it's showing now. So what I will do here, I will change the schema. Now I will give to the so usage and RBAC RBAC schema. Okay. Then again, see why I'm showing me simple giving on the database. It's not going to give access on the schemas and tables directly. So that's why to try with different methods. Now again, my user. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. Now. Okay. Now run the. Now we have interest schema, new example schema. Now we have RBAC also. Okay. So now what we do? So use schema RBAC. Okay. So now we have raw data in the raw data with RBAC schema. So now try to show from the comment show tables. So in RBAC we have one table, right? So implies table. Now select the author implies. So so the I think there is no data in the table. So, so in real time we have one username and one password. Okay, we need to log into like this one. Okay, the table ID. Okay. Implies values one. Okay. Okay. Now I want to add new column in this table. How to add? How to add new column on this table? How to add? Tell me the syntax.
Alter
How?
table.
Tell me.
Alter
Alter.
table name.
Nice. Okay. Then
Add column. Name and data type.
to not run. So now we have set to go with the to update implies set city equal to Hyderabad. If I don't use very class, it's going to update everywhere, right? Now we have everything for Hyderabad. Okay. So now I'm moving to the tech my user again. Okay. Select this one. Okay. And we line semicolon. Sorry. So my user password sign in. Okay. Now we close. So now try to select data in this set. So now we can see the data. Print table place set city equal to okay, okay where so id equal to 2. See, this is the error. So insufficient privilege to operate on a table. So implies. Okay. So now go to that account. So now we are going account admin. So user. I'll open this. Okay. So you'll see. Okay. So we have role, right? Okay. So grant and select on table members to role my role. Okay. Grant all on database to role my role. Grant select instead of data plus table. So another role. So we have to this another role. We are changing to the my role. So we are giving this select instead update also to the my role. So now both can my role and another role both can select the data insert and update both. Now once sign out. Okay. So for my user, delete. So my password. So again sign in. Okay, now see the okay. So now select the table. Now try to update. Number of is updated. Now again select the okay. So I draw Bangalore Hyderabad. Okay. This is so then we'll see bracket table. So insert privilege to operate on table implies even we are able to truncate this table. Even try to do drop table implies. So even we can't drop the table. So now what are the types of privilege we need to give? Then okay. So forget these things. So select okay. Uh, so show grants key database. So first where is the row? This is the row, right? So this is the row. Component name organization name. Okay, we have users. We're not showing the users. So it's showing grants of only. So Madhu. Okay. Show users. My user. So can we find default values, demo values, default role. So to third line, right? To the third line. So default values we have not given. Default secondary roles all and account who created and account had been created. Okay. So it's a person, it's not so. So how it to give the privileges? Okay. So we given only select insert update. Okay. To role my role. Okay. So now I'm trying to give the select and then truncate. Okay. Delete drop. Okay. New option type table of our privileges drop. So all I give. So given all. So now move. Let's check with this. Now this will done by the admin. But in case if you have chance to work with it, we can work. They will expecting everything from in interview everything. They checking nowadays. Even admin side also. Okay. So now pass. So my pass. So now in signing. Okay. So open this one. So now select the table. Now to try to tag it. Drag it. Now try to drop it. So SQL as component inserted referring to the employees. Okay. So we can't drop this table using the user my user. Why? Because of it's created by the account admin, right? So they can truncate the table. Now we don't have any data. So now we can insert the data. Insert into employees. So replace. So values. Okay. So values. We want to do that is one, which 2 comma 3 comma. So C, so like that. 3 comma 4 comma. We చేసిన class లో ఉన్నాం. Okay. So now we can insert the data. What? So we can't uh, drop that table. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the data. Okay. So now clear, right? So insert the privilege to operate on table because that was created by the so account admin. Okay. So there is only 1 minute. Okay. So region with the same link. Region everyone. Region with the same link. Who's left for the class?